Says live. It says I'm live and I'm early. So let's see how scary I can make this. Since it's pretty much dark anyway, grainy, you know, it's fitting, I guess. Ah, look at that. Yeah. I even take my glasses off, getting ready for bed. I mean, if you want boring, costume, whatever, you know, boogeyman. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just messing with this thing. Um, Finished up my kind of IFTA tool and listened to my regulars. Kind of kind of creates a little bit of a community on the road. Um, I'm just thinking. I just wonder how the before the technology, how it was a little less. I don't know. Maybe it's more isolated now with technology, but maybe that's what people did. They probably got out of their trucks. They probably used to get out of their trucks. I mean, that's what I've heard. People do cookouts and everything else and hang out outside and talk. Now it's just kind of like, stay in your truck and, stay safe or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going there with any of that stuff. I'm just thinking about that for a minute. So yeah, I just thought I'd jump in here. Just trying to think what would be some other good things to think about, to explore. Just trying to give myself some little bit of direction, give myself a little bit of a pause at the end of the night. Um, just not really, probably not the most entertaining. I'm sure I could put on a little bit better presentation, if you will. You know, I mean, I was in choir and in plays and everything else. So I guess I could put on a show. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, right? Putting on a show. But yeah, just really haven't laid out. Don't really have a focal point, really. Uh, Maybe it really is just blogging for someone to be able to see. Maybe it's just to learn something new or exciting. Some people really work on this much more than or prioritize it for themselves or maybe a living. I'm not sure, but that's really difficult to think about. But yeah, so it's kind of funny, I guess. I don't know. I see, I see, or have seen videos. I mean, film actually, film. I don't know if it was in the 50s. I mean, I've seen older pictures that are film than that, but I think it's a 35 millimeter camera. Uh, so it's like, well, it just kind of preserves a little bit of life and how things maybe were at the time. So somewhere along the line, somebody might say, "Hey, let's see this guy talk, or let's see Gary talk." Hard to know who would value this in the future, um, but it might somebody's might it might just I don't know, give an example of what's going on. So yeah, seems like we could, as a U.S. citizen and person here in the 2022, there are some volatile things happening around the world. There always are. Um, this one's a little bit more unusual because I don't know if it's a sign of decline generally for the U.S. or not. I don't have a highly optimistic view of what's occurring, but it's close to election time, and whether or not elections are going to continue to be um, trusted to be accurate and representative of the electorate. So, but I do vote, and I have started voting. I have been for a while. But yeah, that goes. It's just some crazy stuff that's going on currently. So since I scheduled this thing for 10:45, I am just going to hang around just to really see if notifications went out. If anyone's really interested in jumping onto this live, it comes down to I'm running into the I'm running into the I can't really focus on too many channels, and I get that too. Um, so I don't have a goal or an objective for this vlog or this channel necessarily. If I were trying to, be a platform for monetizing or creating money from what I'm doing, I'm pretty sure I'd have a whole lot different view. I'd have a few things already figured out, before jumping in. But really, I just kind of took it as a challenge for the most part from other people that have just been doing it, and maybe it just brings me some more credibility to actually show my face, to actually show I'm a human being and not a robot or somebody playing a game, in the chat. So that's really what I'm doing. Maybe my personality will come out. I don't know, monotone, bland. I'm pretty boring, at least from my own analysis of what's going on with me. But sometimes people will tell me, or just kind of share whatever, that you know you don't seem to ever do anything or this or that or whatever. Well, it's hey, I'm really focused on me, and you know trying to make me a better, I guess, a better I don't know if you really call it life or more stable, I guess. I mean, I don't think I'm see it's tough because I learn as I learn things, then I kind of critique my current situation based on things that I'm learning or that I have learned. And it's like, oh, I probably should have hit this goal, before now, and I probably should have hit this goal before now. But I wasn't aware that I should have been striving for some of those goals. So yeah, I know I can't make up for anything. I can't change anything or, be less ignorant before or whatever. But I just know that I've been working on really just trying to get myself in good places. That's all I can. That's all I can think, and I believe I'm surrounding myself with good people, um, and trying to stay away from those that have negative influence, because we all have something here or there that, whether it be family or friends that, I don't know. It's yeah, it's different. So yeah, just kind of trying to throw it out there. Um, so the IFTA thing was interesting. Probably could get a lot better. Um, maybe I have to do some of these things over second time, to put them on a different page. And I'm just trying to think of what's going to be a good use, a good utility of the vlogging. I believe I can utilize it to help share some of the things that I want to share to multiple people if I get to a point that I want to get to, however long that takes. Don't know. Don't really have that plan in place. I know I can. I know I can think about the ideal, but first things first, just have a driver come on, get their school paid, uh, then get them into the truck and start generating revenue. I mean, these are all goals, uh, and they take a little while. Maybe not a whole lot of time, but maybe longer than time horizon than I think. I don't know. Um, it'll be interesting. This is going to be a change for me. Hopefully, the property thing goes well. I have a few things I feel like I have to purchase or get. So yeah, I guess it's just like saving and working hard and keeping and not spending or blowing. It's not like a miser, but it seems like maybe some people might think of it that way. Well, anyway, stayed on here. Well, let's go at least one more minute to give everybody 10 minutes to come in if they get the notification, if somebody else is out there just hanging out. Alone or whatever on Thanksgiving shit. Excuse me. Halloween. That's pretty much it. Right now, I'm in a different state. I'm not home. It's not feel sorry for. It's just reality. It's just life. Didn't really have any plans, so it's not like there's really a big deal. I'm not missing anything. Um, I mean, really, most likely, what would have happened if I would have been at home? I probably would have gone out by myself to somewhere, some local establishment, spent money, interacted, probably, tried to be social, something, but I don't really I don't know if that would have really made any difference other than just lose out on money or spending money that I feel at this point is something I need to hang on to make a couple acquisitions. I mean, yeah, I mean, I got to do the hard work in order to get to where I want to get to, regardless if it's the best, whether or not it's profitable or whatever. It's just stuff I feel like, goals or whatever, that I feel like I need to get to make my life more comfortable, easier. I don't know. You know, maybe they're just hobbies. Maybe that's all that is just kind of a hobby. But just trying to figure it out. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching and viewing this. And it's still early on, so we'll figure out where it goes. And if I start planning things, like instead of just hopping on randomly, this is like probably most likely the worst thing for other people to just sit down and watch or listen to. So I mean, it's not production value is uh, you know low quality, um, no bells and whistles really, bare minimum. What is it? Minimalist, minimalist. No, minimalism. I don't know. Yeah, that one's a rough one for me. So it's basically the bare minimum that anybody would ever go on here for. So yeah, I'm just thinking about it, free thinking. Not sure what comes out of it. Gets me used to interacting somewhat. Um, yeah, but it's pretty much kind of a funny thing because it is Halloween, so I can put it in the dark. I don't even have to. I'm not sure if you can see me or not, uh, but it gives me something to do. All right, well, have a good night. I'm gonna go to bed, get up, 5, 6 in the morning. It's 11 o'clock now, and go grab a load and then run that thing over and just, you know, try to do the 3 loads I have scheduled for myself and then get to the dentist because that's what I need. Had a filling fall out. I didn't have a cavity for the longest time. And then I got one, and then I had a couple or whatever. Got this one filling that they said probably should have been a crown, but I was still freaked out because I had a cavity. So anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing some crowns and whatever, and hopefully can keep my teeth good, or at least in shape. And that's yeah, I don't. I'll just have to. Oh no, somebody jumped in. I see somebody popped in. I don't know if I can see who it is. Hello. They jumped out. Oh well. All right. Well, have a good one. I thought that was exciting to me. I saw somebody jump on there. Have a good night. Where do I end it? Right there it is.